Throughout history, civilizations have left behind technological wonders that continue to puzzle scientists. From machines that resemble ancient computers to structures with impossibly precise stonework, these artifacts defy conventional explanations. How did ancient peoples achieve such incredible feats with no modern tools? Some discoveries challenge everything we thought we knew about history, hinting at lost knowledge or even advanced scientific principles hidden in time. Stay until the end to see an object that might prove ancient civilizations understood electricity long before we ever imagined. In 1901, off the coast of Greece, divers exploring an ancient shipwreck discovered something truly remarkable. Among the treasures of a long-lost vessel, they found a corroded bronze artifact covered in gears, dials, and inscriptions. At first, it seemed like a mass of rusted metal, but when studied further, it turned out to be something far more advanced. The Antikythera Mechanism is now recognized as the oldest known analog computer, capable of predicting celestial movements with remarkable precision. Built around 100 BC, its complex system of gears and dials allowed it to track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, acting as an advanced astronomical calculator. What makes this device so astonishing is that its level of engineering and complexity was thought to be impossible for the time. The precision with which its gears were crafted rivals that of 18th century clockmakers. The question remains, how did the ancient Greeks develop such an advanced device without modern metalworking tools? Some theorists suggest that this knowledge was not unique to the Greeks, but was instead inherited from an even older, more technologically advanced civilization that predates known history. Could it be that humanity has reached technological peaks multiple times, only to lose this knowledge due to catastrophic events or societal collapses? Even today, scientists struggle to fully understand how the Antikythera mechanism was used and built. Many pieces of this artifact are missing, and researchers continue to discover new functions it may have had. If this is what has survived, could there have been even more advanced devices lost to time? Some have even speculated that the Antikythera mechanism was not a singular discovery, but one of many such machines that existed in the ancient world. Could there have been entire workshops producing such mechanisms for navigation, astronomy, or even mechanical computation? If so, where are they now? Furthermore, the level of mathematical knowledge required to create such a device suggests that Greek scholars may have had access to advanced trigonometry and mechanical engineering principles long before these concepts became widespread. Some historians believe that much of this knowledge was lost with the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, which housed countless ancient texts that could have contained insights into lost technologies. In the highlands of Bolivia near Lake Titicaca lies a place that defies explanation: the ancient ruins of Puma Punku. Unlike other megalithic sites, Puma Punku's stones are cut and assembled with a precision. Some of these massive stone blocks weigh over 100 tons and were transported from quarries miles away. Even more astonishing is the level of detail in the stonework. These blocks fit together like pieces of a puzzle, with perfectly carved interlocking joints and smooth right angles, a feat that would require laser-guided cutting tools today. Mainstream archaeologists argue that the Tiwanaku civilization, which lived in the region around 500 AD, built Puma Punku. However, no records explain how they managed to cut, transport, and assemble these stones with such remarkable precision. The Tiwanaku people had no written language and no evidence of advanced tools. If they built this site, what techniques did they use? And if they didn't, who did? Adding to the mystery, ancient legends of the indigenous people tell stories of gods who descended from the sky and provided the knowledge to create these structures. Were these simply myths, or could they contain a grain of truth? Many alternative theorists suggest that ancient civilizations might have had access to technologies involving sound waves or vibrations to move heavy stones. Some researchers speculate that the geometric shapes and precise cuts could be evidence of an unknown energy-based technology used by past civilizations. Modern concrete lasts about 100 years before it starts deteriorating. Yet Roman concrete, created over 2,000 years ago, is still standing today, holding up massive structures like the Pantheon and ancient aqueducts. The key to its durability lies in its unique composition. Unlike modern concrete, which breaks down over time, Roman concrete contains volcanic ash, which allows it to react with seawater and actually become stronger over the centuries. Recent studies have found that Roman concrete contains small lime clasts, which, when exposed to water, allow the material to self-heal. This suggests that Roman engineers understood chemical properties that modern builders are only beginning to explore. This raises another question. Where did the Romans get this knowledge? Was it a slow refinement of construction techniques, or was it derived from an earlier, lost civilization that had already mastered advanced materials science? Even more puzzling is the fact that many later civilizations failed to continue using this superior construction material. After the fall of the Roman Empire, this knowledge seemingly disappeared, replaced by weaker construction materials that erode over time. Could this loss have been due to a lack of understanding, or was there a more deliberate reason behind it? Some researchers are now working to replicate Roman concrete in hopes of improving modern infrastructure. If we can truly unlock the secrets behind its resilience, we may be able to create buildings and bridges that last for millennia rather than mere centuries. Another interesting aspect of Roman engineering is their use of pozzolana, a natural volcanic material that contributed to the exceptional durability of their concrete. The specific chemical interactions that occur within this mixture remain a topic of research as scientists attempt to mimic its effects in modern-day applications. The resilience of Roman concrete in underwater structures in particular is something that modern engineering has yet to fully match. Deep within the Temple of Dendera, a series of strange carvings have puzzled historians and engineers alike. These carvings appear to depict large, bulb-like objects emitting light. Some researchers believe this could be evidence of ancient electrical technology, thousands of years before its official discovery. One theory suggests that the Egyptians might have used electrochemical reactions to generate light in enclosed spaces, such as tombs and temples, where traditional torches would not have been practical due to lack of oxygen and ventilation. What's even more perplexing is that no soot has been found in many Egyptian tombs, something that should be present if they used fire-based torches. Could they have had access to a primitive form of electricity? Skeptics argue that the Dendera reliefs are purely symbolic, representing religious or mythological ideas rather than actual technology. However, the striking similarity between the Dendera carvings and modern light bulbs continues to fuel debate. Some researchers have attempted to recreate a functioning Dendera light using known ancient materials, and while no definitive proof has emerged, the possibility remains tantalizing. Could this be another example of lost knowledge? If true, where did the Egyptians acquire this knowledge? Was it developed independently, or did they learn it from an external source? In 1938, German archaeologists discovered a 2,000-year-old clay jar in modern-day Iraq. Inside this jar was a copper cylinder and an iron rod, with evidence suggesting that it once contained an acidic liquid, such as vinegar or lemon juice. When combined, these components create a primitive battery, capable of producing small amounts of electricity. This has led to speculation that ancient civilizations may have understood electrical principles far earlier than previously thought. Some suggest that these early batteries were used for electroplating gold onto statues and artifacts, indicating a surprisingly advanced grasp of chemistry. If ancient civilizations were experimenting with electricity thousands of years ago, what other advanced knowledge might they have had that has since been lost? However, not all scholars agree with the electrical interpretation of the Baghdad Battery. Some believe it may have been used for religious or medicinal purposes, perhaps to create a mild electrical current for healing rituals or spiritual ceremonies. Others argue that it could have simply been a storage container, with its resemblance to a battery being purely coincidental. But if the Baghdad Battery was indeed a functioning electrical device, it raises even more questions. Were these isolated experiments or part of a larger, more widespread understanding of electricity in the ancient world? Could there have been other, more sophisticated electrical devices that we have yet to uncover? Recent experiments have confirmed that when filled with an acidic solution, The Baghdad Battery is capable of producing about 1.1 volts of electricity, not enough to power modern devices, but sufficient for electroplating or other minor applications. Some researchers even speculate that multiple Baghdad batteries could have been connected in series to produce a higher voltage, suggesting an early attempt at an electrical circuit. If civilizations thousands of years ago had some understanding of electricity, what else might they have known? Could this be just one example of a broader set of technologies that were lost to history? Perhaps there are more ancient electrical artifacts waiting to be discovered, hidden beneath the sands of time. As we come to an end, did they simply figure out these feats with brilliant engineering, or did they have access to advanced knowledge that has been lost over time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries.